guys, welcome back. So long time no see, no talk. So we came home on January 7th and we are finally settling into somewhat of a normal, I don't even want to say normal schedule because my mother-in-law just left on Friday and my husband is off work this week, so that's obviously not normal for us. But we are starting to get back to our normal sleep patterns and that kind of thing, which is so nice because let me tell you, the jet lag is no joke. It is torture. It is really, really torture. Yeah. So this video is going to be basically a Meet Rosie video and a little bit of kind of like a 1 week home update on her and how she's doing. For you guys to get to meet her and kind of get to know her a little bit, but then also for me to like look back on, because I know some of these like funny and silly little things that she does and says are going to go away, you know? So I thought it would be fun to just kind of do a video and let you guys meet her and talk a little bit about her and how things are going and where we're at and all that, and then maybe I can update again when she's been home for 2 months or something like that. And I will bring her in. I can't have her sit in my lap for this whole video. She'll never sit still for that. But I will bring her in at the end of the video and let you guys kind of meet her and all of that. Basically, she's 4.5 and she's very, very small. She looked small in pictures. Her stats said, you know, we kind of knew she was going to be small, but she is definitely smaller even than I expected. She's smaller than our 2-year-old. So that's been kind of interesting, you know, to watch her kind of fall into place with the kids. She definitely does not see herself as the baby. She sees herself as one of the big girls, and she sees herself like as a boss over the boys, which I thought might happen, and I'm glad that it's happened because she is older than both of them. And so I do want her to kind of have her rightful place in the family, if you will. So she does kind of see herself as older than them, and for the most part, the boys kind of let her, they're okay with that too. I will say that our 4-year-old Noah is obsessed with her, and I don't use the word obsessed very much because it's just kind of a word, but he really, really is. From the moment she wakes up to the moment she goes to bed, he is all over her, like hugging her, kissing her, and he's so like gentle and patient and kind with her, traits that are not normally part of his character right now. He's very, very forgiving of her, and it's just been really cool to see how he kind of bonded and connected with her right away. I mean, from the moment I came down the escalator, he was like, Rosie, and just, he wants so badly for her to reciprocate. And she's getting there. She's gotten to the point where she will hold his hand in the car or let him hug her at home. But she only tolerates it for so long before she's like, okay, get off of me. So yeah, their relationship is actually really kind of cool to watch, and I'm anxious to see how that grows and changes over the years. I wrote down in my notes a couple of funny things that I just wanted to like mention and keep for myself as a memory, if you will. First thing is that in China, they don't really drink cold water, like, or cold drinks. That's not something they're really big on. Most people you'll see will have like the stainless steel thermoses that they carry around with hot water in it, and they drink a lot of hot water. Which is actually, you know, healthier for you and all of that. So basically, Rosie does not like cold drinks. We've tried giving her, you know, just, I don't know, juices, just different things. And we were noticing that she just wasn't really drinking a lot. And it was kind of starting to worry me. I was like, she needs to drink way more than this, than she's been drinking. And all of a sudden it hit me. I was like, I need to give her like room temperature to leaning towards the warm side water. And so we emptied out her cup, put in warmish water, and she sucked it down. So so that's kind of funny, you know. Here we're used to like adding ice to everything or whatever, and she doesn't care for that. That may change as she, you know, kind of acclimates a little more to this environment and this culture, but for right now she prefers warm to lukewarm to hot-ish water. The other funny thing that happened was, so far she's been a great eater. She will eat pretty much anything you put in front of her, no problem. She loves to eat. She loves to eat. And that is evident because she has put on 3 pounds since I picked her up. I picked her up December 28th, and what's today? Or I don't know the date of today, but since then she's put on 3 pounds. But anyway, so I sat the kids down for lunch last week, and I went to give them like some lunch meat and cheese and stuff. And I handed her just a piece of lunch meat, like a slice of lunch meat. I didn't cut it up or anything. I just handed her a slice of lunch meat. And I turned around and she was like rubbing her face with it. And I was like, what is she doing? Is she smelling it? And then she started like rubbing her whole face with it. And I realized that she didn't know it was food. She thought it was a washcloth. And she was washing her face with a piece of lunch meat. It was hysterical. I don't know if you guys find that as funny as I do, but it was hilarious to see her like with a slice of turkey. I don't know. It was really funny. She also has this really funny face that she makes, and she did it one morning at breakfast when we were in China. We were just sitting there eating breakfast and she looked at me and she went and did like this grit her teeth and like shake thing. And I mean my other kids have done it from time to time, but it's like her funny face. It's hysterical. And now the kids are always trying to get her to do it, and I swear all of us have headaches from how often we're like doing that clenching thing to try to get her to do it because it's so funny. But yeah, the kids think it's hilarious. They love it when she does that. She's up to 30 pounds now. Again, she wears like a 2T on the bottom and a 2T or 3T on the top. She is very thick in her belly and hips and thighs, and that's really common for kids with Down syndrome to kind of carry their weight there, and they can lean towards the heavier side. Now she does also have a thyroid problem that we'll be going to see the doctor about and all of that. But it makes it really hard to shop for her because her legs are super short, so she really needs like an 18-month in length of legs, but then there's not enough space in the belly and thighs and stuff for her. So it's been kind of interesting to like find things that fit her. A friend gave us a box of all these like 2T, 3T clothes, and we can pull some things out and they fit her, and other things, her little belly hangs out the bottom of the shirt, or it won't come up over her like hips and waist. So it's been kind of interesting dressing her. As far as sleep goes, she's doing really, really well with sleep. Pretty much since the day I picked her up. They told me at the orphanage that she goes to bed at 7 and she wakes up at 6:30. Well, that's not really our schedule, so I, of course, would love to have her be on the same schedule as us. So we've kind of started like moving that forward, and now she's kind of with the other kids where she goes to bed at about 8 and then she gets up about 7:30. So that that works really, really well for us. So that's going well. We've kind of gotten her onto our schedule, and then she does take one nap in the afternoons. The other adjustment that we were a little worried about was the pets. As you guys might know, we have 2 dogs and 3 cats, and so I didn't know if she'd ever seen one before, cat or dog, if she'd ever interacted with any of them before. So the first night that she came home, she was not like terrified of them. She wasn't like running and screaming, but she was kind of like, you stay over there. Like, as long as they stayed across the room from her, she was okay. And if they came up close to her, she would kind of like, and make like her little squawking, like, don't come near me. But slowly over the past week, she started to pet them, and she'll go up to the dog and like hold the dog's face and like look really like intently at the dog. Again, we're working on not pulling ears, not hitting. Bless pets, right? They never ask for this, so they don't get a choice. But we do our best to make sure that all of our kids treat our animals with respect, and the same will be expected of Rosie. So she's working on that as well. And then I was just going to talk a little bit about what her favorite toys are right now, because I don't know if that will change. But her favorite thing to do is to gather and like put things into a backpack or a box or a bag or something. Like, she goes around and finds little things and puts them into a little bag and then carries that little bag around. It's her thing. She did it in the hotel in China. And she also really likes Barbies, which is funny because we have like 3 Barbies in this house. They're all naked and their hair is a rat's nest, because my girls have never really played with Barbies at all. They don't really care for them. I'm not a huge Barbie lover, so we don't really have a bunch of them, but she really likes them. So I might have to get her a couple of her own Barbies, that she can keep nice if she wants to, because like I said, the few we have are completely naked and their hair's a mess. So that's really what she's into right now. Everything is going really well. I don't want to paint a perfect picture like there's been no bumps. I spent the first 2 nights that we were home just crying on the couch to my husband because I was so stressed out and felt like, oh gosh, what have we done? I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can parent 5 kids. I don't know if I can parent a child with special needs. I kind of fell off the deep end. Now a lot of that was jet lag and just being really overtired and having a hard time handling things. And I feel much better now a week out. And I also have to say that I have had a great support system of other adoptive parents who reached out to me and I've been able to talk to. And sometimes you need that. You need someone who knows exactly what you're going through. Because to be honest, unless you've been through it, you just don't know. You think you know, you can read about it and all that, but until you've been through it, you don't know. And it's different every time. This is our third adoption, and it's been completely different than the other two. She's older, she has special needs. Like, there's different aspects to this one. And it's been so nice having those people that I can reach out to and talk to. I want to paint a perfect picture. We have definitely had some rough spots, but so far things are going really, really well now that we are home and settled and kind of being a family together. That's really helped kind of pull everything together as it should be. Let me go grab Miss Rosie. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Can you say ni hao? Hello?
Yeah.
Can you say hello?
Yeah, juice.
I know. Can you say hello?
Oh, yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, you will.
You see Rosie?
Which
Is that Rosie? Is it Ruru? Is this Ruru?
Oh,
Ruru?
yes, you
Yeah. Okay guys, so this is Miss Rosie Roo. She went by Ruru in the orphanage, and so that's what we've been calling her, Ruru, Rosie Roo, kind of trying to like help bridge that gap for her. And we're not in any rush for her to go by her new name. That takes time. It's not fair to her to expect her to do that right away. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I just went downstairs and back up and carried her. And she's heavy.
Ow.
She's very heavy. She loves the lights. I did also want to mention that she does know a few signs, and she knows some that they taught her in China, and then since we've picked her up, I've been able to teach her a few more signs. So she's doing really, really well with that. She picks them up quickly. She's also picked up a few English words already. She talks to me in Mandarin, and she says things in Mandarin, and I understand some of it, and others of it I don't understand at all. But we are able to communicate, and I am able to understand like her immediate needs, and if she's hungry or sleepy or whatever's going on. I know, oh, she's gonna rip those out. Don't wear a hat around this child. She will rip it right off your head. Okay, Miss Ruru, can you look right there at the camera? Say hello. Hello. Can you say hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you say hello? Where's Baba? Where's Baba? Where's Kenny? Where's Ninny? Baba. Where's Shelby? Bobby. So she calls our oldest Ninny, and then she calls Shelby Bobby. That's kind of how she says it. So that's kind of become Shelby's new nickname. Shelby's never really had a nickname. And so Ruru gave her her nickname, her new one. We've all been calling her Bobby. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention is the child is obsessed with Pringles. She loves Pringles. There was a can of them in our hotel room in China, and she loved them. And so since she's been home, the child loves Pringles. Her face just lights up when she sees me bring out a can of Pringles. She loves the Pringles, don't you? Yeah, you love Pringles. You love Pringles. Baba, you want to go downstairs and play with Baba? You don't want to be up here with me, do you? You want to go play with Baba. Do you want to lay down? No? Do you want to take a nap? Do you want to lay down? No. She's like, mm-mm. She can say hello, and when she says it, she kind of sounds like a parrot. She goes, hello. Hello. Can you say hello? Can you say hello? I see the kitty. So she's doing great, and yeah, I'll film more updates. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Do post a lot on Instagram, so just This Gathered Nest on Instagram, and you guys can see more pictures of her and her siblings and all of that stuff. Okay, Ruru. Bye. Bye-bye.